So the latest Games Workshop reveal event has just wrapped up, and it turns out the rumors were kinda right. So the Night Lords are here, and it seems for now only the Night Lords. We'll talk a bit more about that in a little bit, but let's actually have a quick look at the pictures themselves. So here they are. Now, as the eagle-eyed of you can probably spot, this is definitely an upgrade kit. There are some familiar poses here from the default Chaos Space Marine or Legionary box set, but I've got to say, I really like these. I'm a huge fan of the Night Lords Chaos Space Marines ever since I started playing Warhammer 40,000 back towards the end of 2nd edition, and the Night Lords back then were very much the poster boys of Chaos. And I always thought they looked cool, and I loved their colour scheme, but they always looked a little bit cartoony. And that's what I love about these sculpts. They don't look cartoony anymore. The bat wings now actually look stylish, the bat wings that are part of their helmet. They actually look like they should be there, as opposed to the slightly cartoony ones that have been the case in prior models. So taking a look at these three of the Nemesis Claw, which looks like is the name of the new Night Lords kill team, we can see some really nice bits of detail here. I am particularly fond of the model on the right here. Kind of a mini Night Haunter, very reminiscent of his Primarch. Really nice looking sculpt. Again, I can tell it's part of a upgrade kit, but these look really legit. The icon bearer is very Night Lords. He has managed to attach a very unfortunate member of the Adeptus Astartes onto said icon, who doesn't look like he's had a particularly fun time. And then we have the operative in the middle, who of course, by mere virtue of the fact he's wearing a hood, that makes him extra sneaky apparently. This is the stealth operative that they mentioned on stream. There's been no hints as to how they're going to play yet, but I'm hoping to very much see some terror-based rules. Stuff that's going to make them much more distinct than, say, trying to proxy Night Lords using the current Legionary team. Over here we can see some really nice detailing. I love that chainsaw, so that is very Baroque. And of course, it wouldn't be a proper Night Lord's character if he didn't have a cloak made out of people. And yeah, that looks really quite horrifying. I'm kind of tempted to pick these up. Not going to lie. But yeah, overall, a very solid upgrade kit, and actually makes me kind of excited to see what they're going to do for future Chaos Space Marine Legions. So now let's take a quick look at this piece of art. As ever, a gorgeous piece of art. I'm really fond of it. But I'm curious as to what it could potentially mean, if anything. As nice as that art is, I can't but help notice that the rumoured Dark Elder Mandrakes, which were rumoured to be appearing alongside the Night Lords, are conspicuous in their absence. Now, it could just be Mandrakes being Mandrakes, but in reality, what could this mean? Does it mean that all they're showing us right now are the Night Lord side of the potential second box? So they're just showing us the artwork of what will eventually be the Night Lord's individual release? Or is there not going to be a combined box with both Night Lords and Mandrakes? Not sure yet, we don't really know either way, and it could be that they're just showing us one side of the box for now, before showing us the other side of the box closer to the time of release. But what do you think about this? Is it a bit suspicious that the Mandrakes are missing? Do you think we'll see them later and that they'll be launched as a dual box as we're expecting? Or could they be going to individual box releases? I'm not sure. I'm kind of leaning towards the former because that's what Salvation has done, and Salvation seems to be following the Warcry business model now. So that's kind of what I'm expecting. I still think we're going to get a dual release box, but I don't know, maybe we'll go to just individual squad releases now, which personally, I don't actually think that's a bad thing now. I think most of us in the Kill Team community have so much stuff that right now we're probably just interested in individual teams or individual kill zones, and that's about it. For new players, we do have the starter set still. I kind of wish the starter set was a little bit better. I'm of the opinion that the Octarius box should have remained the starter set, so there is that. But yeah, interesting nonetheless. So that was it for Kill Team, but there was actually quite a lot of other 40k adjacent stuff from other specialist games, which we'll take a quick look at now. So it looks like finally, after waiting for a very long time, Horus Heresy fans are going to get a new infantry kit that's actually assault based. Now admittedly, we have received the Mark III armor kit recently for the Horus Heresy, but we've been crying out for a long time to get some assault marines, some close combat units, and all we've been getting really have been tanks, loads and loads of tanks, which was exciting at first, but people were really crying out for the assault marines, and they're here. The thing that stands out to me is that the jetpack is of a slightly updated design. It's not one that I fully associate with the Horus Heresy. The jetpacks look a bit more detailed than what I remember from previous Forge World kits. And there are going to be different loadouts, they said. There's going to be shield-based ones for like the more siege-based forces, and then the standard pistol and chainsword for your more aggressive forces such as the Sons of Horus, the Blood Angels. More importantly, the sergeants are going to have a plethora of weapon upgrades, which is exactly what we want from these kits. Now, Necromunda wasn't actually left alone. It did receive a cool new little model, which people had kind of worked out from some artwork teasers before the reveal show itself, but it was really cool to see it in the flesh finally. And here it is, the Taurus Venator for the Paladinite Enforcers, the local law enforcement of Necromunda. Those of you who have been in the hobby for quite a while should instantly recognize this silhouette. This vehicle actually used to be part of the Imperial Guard range for the Elysian Drophawks. It was one of the Forge World specific regiments. I think it was the one they did just before the Krieg. And yeah, it's good to see the model finally come back. I've always liked the design of it. And it's a lot less ramshackle in appearance compared to the vehicles that the gangers use. Seeing this really makes me wish I had time in my life to get into Necromunda, which actually seems to be a little bit of a problem for us when it comes to Games Workshop stuff. And not just Games Workshop games, but right now in general. There's so many games we want to play and we don't really have time for it. So what did you think of the reveals? Obviously there was more. There was some fantastic 40k reveals and for the Old World and Age of Sigmar as well, some of which I might cover in another video depending on what time I finish here tonight. But overall, what did you think? Did you enjoy the reveal show? Were you a little bit disappointed? I know some people were disappointed that the AdMech didn't get any extra love. But overall, yeah, I really liked what I saw. Sure, I'm a little bit confused that we didn't get to see the Mandrakes, which I'm pretty much counting as confirmed now that we saw the Night Lords. And not very many people believe the initial rumor leaks from, like, say, Valrak when he first started saying, hey, Night Lords are coming to Kill Team. So I'm personally going to consider the Mandrakes confirmed now. But, you know, we haven't even received Salvation yet, so I'm more than happy to wait for the Mandrakes to come along and enjoy those reveals when they get here. Anyway, hit the like and subscribe button if you like what you saw here, and let me know in the comments what you thought. And yeah, are you tempted to start a new Night Lord kill team, or are you a little bit disappointed that the other Core factions such as the Chaos Demons and the Tyranids still have not received their own bespoke teams yet, despite the fact that this will now be the second Chaos Space Marine Legionary team. I look forward to discussing this in the comments with you, and I'll see you all next time.